Hey guys, welcome back to Meepers Jeepers. I got a pretty decent tool haul for you today. I know that's what kind of hits on these videos. You guys like seeing the new tools as well as I do. Like I've said in the past videos, I'm kind of changing up some of the videos I do. So I do have, automotive tools, and I got a few other things that I've needed for the yard to do some projects around the house. We're kind of in the process of getting our house a bit remodeled, so I'm needing some other tools than just mechanic tools, although I do have quite a few of them here in front of me. So let's just get started on it. Like, there's a few things I'm going to show you at the end of the video I got for the yard and for, doing some projects around the house. But first off, this morning, guys, I just went to Harbor Freight literally 15 minutes ago and picked up the Flex Stubby 1/4 inch and the Flex Stubby 3/8 inch, which I'm a little surprised how big that is. If you see that, like, this is a 1/4. I thought maybe the housing would be a bit smaller, than their actual 3/8 inch ratchet. So, I mean, all in all, guys, let me grab my Snap-on one. So I don't have a lot of complaints with Harbor Freight, but this ratchet here, being that they're calling it Stubby, and that's a 3/8 inch drive. Of course, I think it was $44 or something for this 3/8. Guys, this is a Snap-on 3/8. About ready to drop that. There we go. This is a Snap-on 3/8. You can see, I know it's a 1/4 inch body, but this is a lot more useful on the bikes. Like I said, I was just a little surprised. The size, the difference in size. I mean, is this useful? Yeah. Do I wish they would have, compacted the 3/8 Flex Stubby ratchet into a smaller body? Absolutely. Because in the bike world, guys, this here is a lot more useful than this will be. I think really that's the first complaint I've ever had about Harbor Freight and their tools, the Icon line anyway. But I mean, if you can just see, guys, the sheer size difference. And the back, you can see it's a 3/8. That is also 3/8. This here, in my opinion, would just come in a lot handier than this one here. In fact, guys, I think I may end up even taking this back. I mean, I just picked it up because, sometimes these new tools for Harbor Freight are kind of hard to get a hold of. So I don't know that I'm going to keep this. I probably should not have bought it when I seen how big it was, compared to some of my other stubbies. Now, this here is I've had this one for a minute, is their other. Like, why couldn't they just put a 3/8 inch anvil in that body or this body? I mean, because I've done it. I mean, I took a 3/8 inch apart or a 1/4 and switched it to a 3/8 inch anvil. Not this one. It's another one I got. But to me, guys, this thing here, it's going back. Like, I just don't know, like, what I would use this for. I mean, rather than just using your normal regular size 3/8 inch ratchet. So I'm going to call that a fail. And guys, if you watch my videos, that's the first Icon fail that I think I've ever seen. This is just this is going back. So, but the cool thing about this 1/4 inch flex head is I'm going to be switching this out. I'm going to pull the 1/4 inch anvil out of it, and I'm going to turn it into a bit driver. And you can see right there is the part number. If it'll focus. And this is a Snap-on kit, guys, that I got off Wes. My Snap-on guy. Because the new, EDC miniature kit. Let me grab it. This one here, the Icon. I'm going to put I want a shorter ratchet to put in this. So I'm going to take this 1/4 inch driver kit and put in this body. And that one there will forever live in this kit here. So, and guys, I mean, this one, I mean, I know these ain't new. This one and this one is a home run for Harbor Freight. Anybody that has used this, I think agrees. This one's okay. It's not the home run this is, but this one works pretty good. Put them back real quick. But like I said, guys, I'm just going to take the Icon 1/4 inch, put the bit driver. See if we can get that part number one more time if you guys want to do it. But I'm going to pull the 1/4 inch out of this and put the bit driver in. So a couple other things, guys, kind of smaller items. Set these over here. I mean, I know you guys have probably seen this one. This is their last version that's not the flex head. That's going to be pretty nice to use. And then obviously the snap-on. Another small thing, guys, is these Milwaukee markers. Because I've always used Sharpies in the garage. And the thing that kind of made me interested in this, the Milwaukee permanent pen for marking various items. Supposedly it'll mark through wet, dry, oil, dust, whatever. But it claims that you can leave the cap off this for up to 72 hours and it will not dry out. So I'm going to test that, you know, because it's a bit more expensive than a Sharpie. So the couple of features is, like I said, it's supposed to be able to be left open for, 72 hours and not dry out. We're going to test that. I'm going to see, just leave it out and see if it does actually dry out in 72 hours. But the nice thing, a nice little feature, is this pocket clip. So if you can see that, it also will clip onto the brim of a hard hat. So, of course, now me, kind of doing concrete, I do wear hard hats every now and again. And that's just a nice little feature to have, that it does have a pocket clip, and the brim of your hard hat will fit in there, if you can see that. So, I don't know. I mean, I just thought I'd grab one, give it a try. Like I said, guys, I've always used Sharpies just because Sharpie's a Sharpie, and everybody typically has them in the house or in the garage. So we're going to try that out. I don't expect no wow factor to come from that marker. But the thing that I got off Wes, guys, is this handle. The ratchet that I was using at Master Tech Bob's shop, I've mentioned it a couple times that I either smacked it into the edge of, underneath of a body or the frame or something, and that rubber handle, I ripped it. So this one here, guys, it's all hard. So I picked one up. I don't know why Snap-on is not putting these on their ratchets like this, because the hard handle like this is kind of the best of both worlds. It's, it's ergonomically molded to fit your hand real nice, and the soft rubber on the other one, like I said, I ripped it fairly easily. Not that that's a huge deal, but and they're hard to clean. When you get grease and dirt and oil and stuff like that on them, guys, these here, they just wipe right off. Like, I don't understand why they don't have this type of handle on an option for all their ratchets. But I picked one up off of Wes, and I'm going to put this on, pull the rubber handle off that one, put this one on it, and it's green. It matches all my other stuff. But, as much as you pay for Snap-on, guys, you should be able to get any variation of a tool that you want. And I mean, handles, for most guys are really important, whether you like the chrome handles, the rubber handles, the hard handles. And like I'd mentioned before, I do have a 1/4 inch ratchet for the Snap-on with the square hard handle on it, which I really like. But the problem with them square hard handles is that my hands are so big and them hard handles are so short. So anyway, I picked this up off him, and I'm going to put it on my other ratchet. Guys, it's as simple as throwing the things in hot water, heating it up, pulling it off the ratchet, and, if you got some lube or something, it helps these go onto the ratchet a little easier. I'm probably going to have to drill it out a bit, because I I want to say this is like a screwdriver handle or something. I don't think it's an actual ratchet handle. I just seen it and asked if he'd get it for me. And of course, you know, Wes, he'll get you just about anything you want other than these handles on ratchets. So, but that's what I'm doing with that, guys. I'm going to stick it on that ratchet that I ripped. And again, guys, it's not hard at all to do. You just measure what the shaft is on your ratchet. Drill this out a hair under it so it's a nice tight fit. And you literally just pound it down on it. They go on pretty easily, especially if you use some WD-4 or Dawn. Dawn would probably be a better option because Dawn dries out fairly quickly. So, you know, it'll set the handle once it dries out. But I'm pretty excited to get this put on my ratchet. I don't know, the one that's ripped, it just drives me bananas. So that's what we're doing with that. Another small thing, guys, is this is a small tool, but with me working on bikes, it's not the pliers. With me working on bikes, I work with, I come across a lot of acorn nuts or a lot of fasteners that I don't want to mar up or, scratch with the teeth of typical pliers. Knipex makes these jaw protectors, I guess, for, the motorcycles. That's what I got them for. Pulling acorn nuts off because, they're not super tight and they fit so nicely on them jaws, if you see that. Of course, guys, it's Knipex. And, they sell them in a 3 or 5 piece set, depending on, what pliers you got. Keep in mind, if you want that part number, is it up there? Yeah, right there. There we go. These only fit, I can only find these so far to fit the plier wrench, like these. You can't put them on the Cobra pliers. Maybe because the jaws are rounded rather than these being flat. But guys, if you have some bolts or nuts, screws that you don't want to mar up, you got to check out these jaw protectors, silicone sleeves, I guess you'd call them. It really helps you not muck up the nice nuts and bolts that are on motorcycles. And again, that's why I got them. And this size, I don't think I've done a video on that 7-inch plier wrench from Knipex. Guys, I mean, and I know a lot of people are making them these days, but guys, it's kind of my motto is you always buy the best, you're always happy with it, and I do consider Icon some of the best. If you guys, talking about, you buy the best, you're always happy with it. Well, Icon's not the best. Well, I consider Icon to be up there with the best, so that's what I buy. But these 7-inch plier wrench from Knipex, guys, I mean, that pivot point right there is what gives you the enormous gripping power of these. So like when you're on a chrome nut or something, you ain't got to worry about them slipping off or something like that, typically, unless you're not gripping them properly. But guys, I just can't get over Knipex. Like, I got quite a few sets of their pliers, and I've got nothing bad to say about any of them. So, with that being said, I did a video, I don't know how long ago it was, on the hose clamp pliers with the long cable on them that I bought off of Wes. Because them steel hose clamps these days, they don't have a worm screw or anything like that. They are sometimes just a real pain to get on and off, and keeping a grip on them to keep them expanded, to get them back on the hose or the radiator, power steering pump, whatever it is you're doing. So I picked up these Knipex hose clamp pliers. These teeth turn, so no matter which way you're grabbing at, them teeth will pivot a bit, and you get with the spikes on them, the teeth on them, you get a real good grip on that hose clamp, guys. And the nice thing about these are, I was debating on this set and another set. The other set was just simply the pliers. But if you can see that backbone right there, it's got a locking mechanism. So when you open them and you get a hold of your hose clamp, as soon as you close it, it locks. And it won't open back up. So it'll hang on to that hose clamp in the open position while you're trying to wiggle it back and forth to either get it on or off. Guys, the hose clamp pliers that I got off of Wes, the snap-on ones with the cable, Guys, I think them things were close to 230, 250 bucks. Crazy expensive. And I mean, although these are a lot less expensive, guys, this set of pliers that I got, pick them up off Amazon, guys. I think that's the best place to buy them. I paid $95 for these, I think. But guys, if you've ever wrestled with them, you know, the new hose clamps today, I'm not sure what they call them. No worm screw, and they're just always under tension, whether you're trying to get them off or leave them on. They're hard to spread open to get off, and you know, keep spread open to put them back on. Guys, you got to check out these Knipex hose clamp pliers. Although, guys, again, they're not cheap. They're 95 bucks, but you know, you fling one of them you know, steel hose clamps across the shop, they are just very frustrating to deal with. You know, and 90 bucks will get you, you know, this set of pliers that'll very easily spread them hose clamps and keep them spread with this locking mechanism on the backbone. So literally you can just take them off and leave the pliers on them and do whatever work it is you're doing. And this will keep that hose clamp spread apart. And I don't have to tell you that they're Knipex. They are absolutely some of the highest quality tools you will ever buy. So moving on. But all that was, you know, them too. So them are nice if you know, you're working on stuff you don't want to tear up. I done said that. So the next thing I got, guys, is the new, and I've been wanting this for a while, but I wasn't crazy about the handle that was on the last version, or I think the selector switch was on the top of that one, the old style. This is the brand new one with a lot better trigger. I kind of wish it didn't have the safety, but that's just whatever. It's easy to use with one finger, just to fold it up and get it out of your way. Obviously, the LED lights on the end are nice. M12, obviously. And guys, again, like Knipex, it's Milwaukee. Milwaukee makes some of the most high-quality impact electrical tools that you can buy. I mean, in my opinion, even over Snap-on and Mac. The most of Milwaukee electrical impacts or electrical tools have a 5-year warranty on them. I think Snap-on only has a 3-year warranty. So that's a huge difference right there. And on top of that, you're spending less than half on this what you would pay for a Snap-on. And if you want the part number off that new one, it's right there. But I've been wanting a die grinder for a while, because sometimes just doing little work, you know, like the fog lights that I put in the bumper of the Colorado, getting a big grinder out and a cord. I mean, because I don't have a cordless grinder yet. It's just encumbersome, and it's a big bulky item. You can't really one hand a big grinder and be precise with it as I needed to be with you know, the lights on that I put in the bumper of the Colorado. And obviously, guys, the button, you just hit it twice and it changes the speeds crazy fast. I don't know what the RPMs is on this and high, but if you can see, like if you're working on something, that's full speed, number one. So it's kind of nice that you can, you know, set the speeds depending on what you're working on. I mean, if you want to get down and dirty and do some real grinding with this, it's possible. When you put it on 4, I don't know what the RPMs is on that. I would assume around 15,000, something like that. So it's pretty quick. And I picked up Uncle Bob. MasterTech Bob has a Mac set of deburring bits. Guys, they are silly expensive. Excuse me. I think that set he has, I think he paid like $400 or $500 for it. It's a 5-piece set, 6-piece set. So I thought I'd try these out. They have good reviews on Amazon, if you want the name right there. Comes in a real nice case, guys. Real hard case. But it's a 5-piece set. That's a bunch of deburrs. It tells you, I don't know why it has the picture when you got the actual deburrs down here, but you know, They have great reviews on them. Nice and heavy on Amazon. It's just, working with obviously some stuff that you got to deburr. A die grinder is just the better choice, especially if you're working on something like aluminum. You can be a lot more precise with this, and a good burr set. Whatever it is you're doing, fixing, welding, aluminum or something like that. You need to grind out a crack or something. Guys, this tool here and these burr sets, as much as we've used Master Tech Bob's Max Set, it's just an awesome tool to have that make a hard job a heck of a lot easier. The name on these is Easy Arc. You can see that. But, I didn't really care. I don't really care about the case. I mean, it's nice that it comes with it. And I think these were $80 on Amazon. But I'm going to give them a go. Obviously, I don't do a ton of work here at the house. And especially with me having the new full-time job, I've not been down helping Master Tech Bob out as much as I would like to. And I'll show you the back of that if you want to see that. And most of this stuff, guys, I got off Amazon. So all this stuff is on Amazon. The case is nice just to keep them nice and organized in the toolbox. Takes up very little space in the toolbox, which is a plus also. But on top of that, I got a box of, I don't know, just kind of generic cut-off wheels, guys, for the die grinder. So it'll be nice that's 2 of them. They ain't that thick. It's got an arbor in it that goes in the die grinder. So if you need a small cutoff wheel or something like that, guys, I think there's 100 of them in this box, and I think they were $10 or $15 off Amazon. Let me see if I can find them. It comes with throw that away. Comes with a couple different arbors. Them are the screws. And guys, for the money, did I put it? No, there it is. So right there. So you put one of these, obviously on that. It just screws on here. And for precision cutting, metal mainly, I guess. I guess you could do plastic, but I didn't tighten it down all the way. But guys, for cutting, this here is just superb. High-speed rotary cutting wheels. And like I said, guys, I think there's 50 of them or something in this box. There's no real name on them, if you guys want to look at that. But these just come in so handy, whether you're cutting plastic. I wouldn't suggest wood, obviously, but plastic, metal, stuff like that, especially with, the 2 arbors. And it does come with an extra bolt, because you guys know when you're cutting stuff or grinding stuff, you just beat the snot out of these. So it's nice that it comes with an extra one. And again, the small cutoff wheel, guys, it just comes in handy so much for so many different projects. It doesn't have to be automotive. Just cutting anything you want, small brick or tile, these things would just work superbly. So I picked them up. So, and these here, are about the same thing. They're not cutting wheels. Show you the top of the box again, guys, Amazon. And I can't even tell you how many's in here. An absolute ton. It doesn't say. But this is just a bunch of different twist locks, sanding arbors. You can put sandpaper on them, which is nice. The twist lock, Brillo pads. Guys, I don't care what you're doing. Wood, whatever. You want to take some polyurethane off of wood or something, this twist lock, of course you can get them bigger for drills and stuff like that. But one arbors, this one can also go in a drill. And guys, I can't remember what I paid for this. I wouldn't say more than $20, $25. It's got polishing discs in it, twist lock discs, a bunch of different abrasions of sandpaper, Brillo pads. I ain't gonna take it all out, guys. There is a ton in here. And for $20, yeah, there's an absolute crap load of them in there. And the polishing discs, you see they got Velcro on the back, so they just stick, that you can peel these off, and they just stick to that Velcro. So obviously, you know, these ain't, these are not high-speed polishers. I mean, obviously you're going to be on setting 1 or 2. These just, they're made for fine polishing. You know, say like jewelry or something like that, they would work absolutely amazing on. But for 20 bucks, guys, you get a ton of them, a bunch of different, like, I don't even know what you would call that. But that thing right there, as hard as that is, that would take care of just about, if you're careful, any seal that you need to get off or any mating surface that you need to clean up. This thing is absolutely excellent for it, but it's very, very abrasive. So this would be a better choice for, you know, if you're trying to get off silicone or something like that. This is for, you know, a bit more aggressive grinding, I guess I would say. But there's just, guys, there's so much in this, and it's going to make a nice addition to the new die grinder. Sit them over there. But one thing that I don't really care about with these, but they're so crazy cheap, guys. I mean, it's a bit of a splitting hair kind of rant, is they don't come in a nice box. So what I did is I picked up a set of Duratec boxes. There's 3 of them here, and they lock together. Get that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So you just pull them apart. Oh, it's got a button. Never mind. So they got a button on them right there. I thought they just pulled. Yeah, so it's got a latch on the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do with all the attachments for this. I'm going to organize and separate them in these. I didn't really want the small ones. But, you know, I'll use them somewhere. This one is the one I wanted. I'll probably put maybe the burr sets. I don't know. But Duratec, guys, is really coming out with some pretty decent tools on a budget. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Duratec tools. I've had a few of them. I mean, I don't typically use them. They're like in my off-road toolkits and stuff like that, so they don't really get used all that often unless we're, you know, broke down out on a trail somewhere. But these organizer trays, guys, especially the fact that they stack on top of each other, just make them even more organizable. I don't know why that one's not wanting to. There we go. It's just, I know it's not much, guys. It's not, you know, oh wow, that's an awesome tool. But they just work well, guys, for organizing, because these here, once you get in them 4 or 5 times, these boxes are just going to go to crap. So I picked them up just to organize all these little bits and stuff like that. And now that I'm looking at that box, I may need to get 2 of these big ones to keep them organized, you know, in the toolbox. So, and another thing that MasterTech Bob has, and I think his is Matco or Mac or something like that, is a pencil die grinder. And we had a Ford Focus in the shop that, you know, the owner tried to fix, do a tune-up on, and they broke a spark plug off in the block. So we wasn't sure how we was going to get it out, because you couldn't get, you know, enough on to the spark plug to get like an easy out or something like that in there. And MasterTech Bob took his pencil grinder. This one's Nyko, 44 bucks on Amazon. I'm not sure of the quality. I literally just got it, guys. I haven't used it. And I think this thing goes up 54,000 RPMs, guys. That thing, it'll just be screaming. But, you know, for really precision work, you know, back to the fog lights on the Colorado, we needed to drill a hole just for a little bolt to hold the insert steady. And we already had this out, and Bob's even got like little drill bits for this. Just real quickly drilled a hole in it, no problems. So I ended up picking one of these up because I do have plans on, you know, at some point in the future starting to make some knives and stuff. So, you know, these things here will come in handy. So there ain't much of an organizational box with it, but I don't know, you know, really what you expect for $44. It does come with the both wrenches you need, you know, to tighten up the tip when you put bits and stuff in it. Got a pretty long air hose with it. I don't know what, maybe 3 feet, something like that. You can see that. Even comes with the air fitting you need. Obviously, you want to put some, you know, Teflon tape on that. But guys, I'm sure for me, you know, some of the detail work I do, like I'm painting a set of taillight protectors right now, and to be able to have, you know, something this precise to be able to get in the corners of stuff, the taillight protectors. I mean, this thing is just going to come in crazy handy. The the trigger is right here. All you got to do is turn it. You know, and it's, I don't know, call it a progressive switch or something like that. So the more you turn it, the faster the thing spins. 54,000 RPMs. So guys, I mean, it's nice and heavy. It feels good. I mean, for $40, you know, I might use this a couple times a year. Again, it's Nyko. Nyko makes some pretty decent stuff. But, you know, a nice little sheath on the air hose itself. You know, if you're grinding and get sparks or something like that, just a nice protector. And it's supposed to slide onto the bottom there. I can't get it on right now. But guys, if you're looking for a precision grinder, you got to check out these Nyko pencil grinders for $42. Because I think the Ingersoll and Rand one, the cheapest one I found, I think was a couple $100, and you had to buy the hose separately. All it was this pen. So I'm gonna check this Nyko out. I know Bob's is a really high end one, and it just works superbly. Every time we've used it, no fail. Of course, he's got really, really good deburring bits. So we're gonna try this out on some, you know, projects that we're fixing to do. Like I said, I'm painting taillight covers right now, and I'm gonna try to use this a bit to kind of polish the inside corners and stuff of that. And also what I bought for this, Amazon guys. I think this was $20 or $25. That piece fell. It's just a sanding bit for that. But these are all 1/4 inch, guys, from stones to polishing discs, wire brushes, copper or brass brushes. Guys, I mean, it's even got drill bits right here. I'm not sure how great them drill bits are going to be, especially, you know, if you're running full tilt on that little pencil at 50,000 RPMs, I'm sure these drill bits are probably not going to handle that very well if you're drilling through anything other than plastic or maybe very thin aluminum. But I just thought it'd be a nice accessory kit to have. I don't know where the case or the cover went to this. It's got a couple, you know, extra arbors in it. If the one you have doesn't fit in there, you got a couple different arbors, a few sanding discs, and like I said, a bunch of stone wheels, which will be nice if you need to sharpen a lawnmower blade or something of that nature. I'm not sure what else you would use them for. It's got a few cutting wheels, real tiny, like I just showed you, tiny little cutting wheels, and of course, you know, the silly little tool that comes with it to take these on and off. It's got a couple like polishing. These are like cotton polishing tips. But guys, I mean, I know that like I have a lot of tools, but I mean, some of the stuff that you do at the house, it is so aggravating when you're in the middle of a project and you know you need a stone grinding wheel and you got to run over to whatever local store you got in your town, you know, because you take off and go to the store. I mean, it's going to cost you 45 minutes to an hour by the time you get in your vehicle, get to the store. And so I know that a lot of the tools that I have, you know, that I don't use on a daily basis, but when you're in the midst of doing a job and you have every tool that you need to do that job with, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I get very aggravated when I have to run over to Harbor Freight or something because the job I'm doing, I don't have the tool to finish the job with. So, and I enjoy doing the videos, you know, for you guys. So I don't, obviously I don't mind buying the tools. So, but the next thing, guys, I'm kind of ranting here. The next thing I got is not a mechanic tool at all. I picked these up the other day from Home Depot. They had this pole saw. It's Milwaukee. I don't know what else to say. It's Milwaukee. It's absolutely superb. I picked the pole saw up, and they had like a combo kit that came with a nice, this is not the extension, it's over there, it's hanging up on the wall. But it came with a 2-foot extension, and this goes right on the end of my Milwaukee weed eater. And some of the trees I have in the backyard are, you know, getting a little big for my hedge trimmer to get through, and a little high. So this thing has, I don't know, what is that, a 10-inch blade or something on it. And it's a tank for your bar oil. This is just going to make trimming, because I trim that my back fence up, I don't know, probably twice, maybe 3 times a year. So having a pole saw to be able to do that with is just going to be excellent. And as I said before, guys, it's Milwaukee. That's all you need to say. Milwaukee builds some of the most high quality tools you can buy, and really at a reasonable price. I think I got this pole saw and the extension, I think, for $189 on, you know, like a sale or discount sale or whatever at Home Depot. This one here is really going to come in handy, because I probably got 10 trees back at the end of my property, my yard, that constantly need trimmed up, and I got one in the middle. It's some kind of weeping willow tree, and that thing just grows like crazy. So, and that's that. So it's going to be real nice to have a pole saw. I mean, if you guys do any trimming in your yard at all, or for your, you know, job, these pole saws are just irreplaceable. They are very nice to have. So, and I'm fixing to pour a concrete pad in the backyard for a shed that I'm fixing to put in, because all my yard equipment in the garage is just taking up too much space. So I purchased a shed that I will probably end up doing an install video on in the yard. But let me flip you around and I'll show you what I got, because like I don't have wheelbarrows and stuff like that, because I've been out of that construction scene for a very long time. So I need something to mix up concrete, you know, clean up the yard, clean up brush and stuff like that. Let me flip you around. Guys, I've been wanting one of these for a few years. They're, I don't know, compared to a wheelbarrow, they're not really that pricey. I think I paid $199 for this one. It's a 7 cubic yard gorilla cart, and it's got the full dump on it. You just pull this and the whole cart dumps. And not only does it dump, that will completely flip on top of itself. So it's an actual full dump. I mean, you don't have to, you know, it doesn't just stand straight up. It flips completely backwards and dumps absolutely everything out of it. And another nice feature of the Gorilla Cart, guys, is you can pull this pin right here. This handle here slides down. And inside this handle, you can pull it around with the tractor. This thing is supposed to hold 1,200 pounds. They got, I think, a 4-yard, a 6-yard, a 7-yard, 10-yard, 12-yard. Guys, the 12-yard one's supposed to hold 1,600 pounds in that little bed, which is crazy. I got a Gorilla ladder. Oh, it's still in the back of the truck, sorry. That I've had for a couple years, and I'm absolutely, I couldn't be happier with that ladder. The versatility of it, and you know, how it just folds up so compactly. But yeah, I'm gonna mix concrete in this and pour a pad for the new shed I'm fixing to put in. But it's pretty good size. I mean, 2 of the grandkids will be able to fit in that, and they can just pull themselves around the backyard and just have a great time with it. But if you got a choice of something like this or a wheelbarrow, especially when you're mixing concrete in it, Guys, this thing is they would call it a full trailer. So with the 4 wheels at the front and back, it completely supports any weight that you have in it. So you're not trying to pick up a wheelbarrow and trying to wheel it across, a rough backyard or whatever it is you're using it for. But guys, if you haven't checked out these Gorilla carts, they are absolutely phenomenal. Again, they come in 4 or 5 different sizes. The 12-yard versus the 7-yard is a big price jump. This was $200, and the 12-yard I think was $323. But if you do a lot of yard work, or you got a big yard, or even landscaping business or something like that, or construction, guys, I don't see me not being happy with this thing every time I use it. So nice pneumatic tires on it. They do air up. The smaller ones have run flat tires that are just like solid foam. And I wasn't crazy about that. These are just, I think that these tires would be easier to find. I don't know that. I would assume that these tires you go to TSC and get one if you needed it, rim and all. So I'm looking forward to using this. The boy's supposed to come over today. We're supposed to start mixing up concrete to put that shed in, which like I said, I think I'm going to, just set a camera up and do a video install, because I've tried looking up videos for putting in this Lifetime. It's like a plastic shed that I got off Sam's Club. And there's just not a lot of videos on it, on how to anchor it and stuff like that. So we're going to do a video on that. But anyways, I'm rambling again. But guys, that's the tool haul I have for you today. I think that's about it. And these are the taillight covers I'm painting. Flip you around and show you. So I got them all taped off. My daughter is dressing her Jeep out in yellow. So I taped everything off except for the outside cage. We obviously paint it yellow. But, I mean, that's part of the reason for, the vast amount of tools I have, guys. I mean, anything I can do myself, from the house to the vehicles to the bikes, absolutely. I like to try to do it myself rather than pay somebody a phenomenal amount of money to do something I can do myself. But until next time, guys, I do really appreciate you watching the videos. Hopefully you get something from the videos that you didn't already know, or find something that you don't already have that you need. Until next time, guys, give me a like and a subscribe. Please leave your comments about anything in the video, like what the tools are, if you have them, how you like them. I just really appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot.